Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. How is everybody? We have our cute little bunnies that I told you I was going to be doing. Little bunny standers. I have this small little bunny in the pot, and then I have the large bunny with the carrots. And I can't wait to see these done. They are just so adorable. I hope you love them. Anyways, how is everybody? Happy Wednesday. Halfway through our week. Yeah, happens so fast, right? Yeah, before we know it, this month is going to be over. I have not yet heard what the color of the month is going to be for next month. Has anybody heard? Sometimes you guys hear and I don't hear. Sorry. Chapstick time. Anybody else a chapstick person? I only put it on a couple of times a day. I used to have a really bad chapstick problem, and I tried to break that by just cutting it down to a couple of times a day. Some people are like continually putting it on or have to have their lipstick because their lips get chapped. Anyways, how is everybody? We're going to do this fun project. Let me show you. And then I will share this to VIP group. Let me turn these guys around. They are so cute. So this is the little bunny in the flower pot. Has carrots coming out of the flower pot. So this is the small one. There's a large one. So I decided I'll do a small and a large. So this is the larger one of this one. So this little guy has 2 carrots and these cute little flowers that are on these. They are adorable. Let me try to get a little bit closer for you. Just a little bit closer. There we go. A little bit. Anyways, hope you guys are doing fantastic. Let me put myself up in the corner. It's a kind of a gloomy day outside. I wonder if it's going to be rainy today. I wonder what is your weather? Mine, you know what? I don't think there's supposed to be rain today. Now, it's actually supposed to get up to 61 today. No rain in the forecast for a while. So we did have rain over the weekend. It was just like a little bit of a drizzle for a short period of time, and then it would stop for a few hours, and then it would just drizzle a little bit. It wasn't downpour, which was great because we don't need downpour with all the fires. Don't need that. Let me share this over to VIP, and let me get to all the comment. So just say hello if you're out there watching so that I know that you're there. Come on. I know that I'm live. Come on. There it is. Sometimes it just doesn't show up right away. All right, there it is. I know it doesn't show up right away for you guys either. So let me share over to VIP group. What are you guys doing today? What's on your agenda? Anything fun? I have work, of course. Let's see. I'm finishing up the month-end billing. Yeah, that type of stuff. Yeah, not the fun stuff. I worked really hard on that yesterday. That was what my day consisted of pretty much yesterday. And then I finished painting a project. So that was fun. Got a project done last night. Hi Pam, how are you? Hi Marilyn. Yes. I know. Okay, I saw your message and I will get with you on that. That was a couple of days ago. Sorry. I will get back with you. I did respond, but then I saw you asked another question. So I will get back with you on that. Sorry. Yesterday just was a day where I just head down, get my work done. It took a long time too. It was a lot. I didn't get done until like 1 o'clock in the morning with my paperwork. It was a full day of paperwork, but I wanted to get that done because then today will be a lot lighter. And I did get the rest of my chocolate tour stuff, but I'll show you that tomorrow. So there's other, I really need to do the resin. There, we have new resin molds, which are really cute. And one of them was really big. It really surprised me how big it was. So I'll show you all that tomorrow and our cute little egg cutouts, all those little things. So, hey, Betty, how are you? Hi, Sherry. Hi, Karen. Good morning, guys. Hi, Stephanie. All right. Siri, I'm not talking to you. Siri, no, go away, Siri. Siri's starting to like to spin on my phone. Okay, guys, let's get started on these cutie pies. These are so adorable. Let me see. I want to do this brown. So I'm going to take one of each. The other ones are going to go to the side. I need to move all this so I can bring my board in. Let me just lift this up. There's lots of layers. A lot of layers. So let me just move that. Let's bring the board in. We're going to paint these little cutie pies. I'm excited to see how they look. I have a colored picture of what they're supposed to look like, but you know, they always turn out a little different when you paint it yourself. So we did get everything out. Oh, guess what? Look what I found. There. That goes to something. There's a little shamrock on there. I'll have to go back and see where was that missing from. There's a little shamrock on my sheet. So I'll have to remember what was I painting last. That's funny. That is funny. It had to have been off of my my gnome guy, I think. Yeah. So I'm getting the kits ready for next month. Next month's kit for the house, the blocks that go in the house, and the sign up here behind me. I'm getting that all ready. So we are going with a St. Patrick's Day theme, and it is turning out so cute. Can't wait. Cannot wait. All right, let me bring this in. I might have to bring in another board for part of these. Hi Cheryl, how are you? Hi Cynthia. Hi Shanda. Oh, you made it work. Perfect, Marilyn. Hi, Chris. How are you? Okay, let me go ahead and let's dissect this. All right, so I'm just going to put that up there, and let's just start taking it apart. So we have our cute little flower. Our flower is going to be, we're going to use cotton candy, and then there's like a little curlicue thing. Going to do that with burlap, and then the leaves are going to be Hauser medium, Hauser light green. The center part is going to be burlap also. It's like a little button. Okay, then we have our part of the flower pot. So the flower pot, I'm going to use the red spice. It's a great terracotta type color. We used to have a color that was called terracotta. I don't think they make it anymore. Okay, that's going to go there. The carrots, so we'll do the carrots are going to be spiced pumpkin, and then Hauser light green for the tops. This is terracotta. This is going to be burlap. The nose is going to be cotton candy. So this is what you'll do, the eyes. So you do the eyes black, and then the nose goes over the top of that. The center of these are going to be cotton candy, the ears. Okay, so that's this bunny. And then there's the stander. So the stander we're going to do brown. Gonna do it brown. Hi Denise, did I already say hi? So hi Cynthia, you're sick? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Hi Carol, hi Sandy, hi Beth. Good morning guys. We are doing bunnies. Okay, there's a lot of pieces to this one. I might end up grabbing another board because honestly there's a lot of pieces. So but let's go ahead and try. So we're gonna put that down, and then I just need one. Maybe I'll put these on another board. Let's see how we do. Okay, those are gonna be brown. Hi Deb, my sister. How are you? It's never fun to be sick. I am so sorry. That's terrible. Let's put all our pink stuff here. That's burlap. That's pink. Pink flower. We got hands. These are white. Our bunny's white. Let's just put that up there. This flower is pink. And then the button is burlap. That button is burlap. These flowers are pink with the curlies on them. We might have enough room. It might barely work, or we might have to put, maybe we'll put these pieces. These pieces are going to be done in brown. You know what? We could put these, and let's put the base because we're going to water down our brown for those. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put those on a different sheet, and these are pink. Okay, so that can go there. We'll put the eyes. Let's put those down here. And let me make my board well, let's move it. Let's move the board up and see how we do. Up, up, There, I think we're going to be okay right there. Hi, Janine. How are you? Hi, Sandy. Good morning. Let me find my other little board here. It has stuff all taped on it. things got onto it. I have to. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at all this stuff got set on top of it. Let me just fix that. Let's just get all that off. That can go into the trash. Oh yeah, here's my little guy. I bet it's that little shamrock. I'll have to look and see. I had that extra shamrock I found on there. Okay, so I have this. We can use this one. Yeah, stuff got set on top of it. Anybody else do that? I hate it when I do that, but okay, it'll be fine. So we're just going to do all the stuff that we have to water down. The brown is going to go on here and get set to the side. So this is all going to be like watered down milk chocolate paint. Okay, there's that. Okay, so we are getting caught up with everybody's orders. All of the mystery boxes have gone out. You should be getting them soon. So when you get your kit one, everybody should have theirs by now, or it should be that the post office has had some issues, but it looks like all of them, I think all of them were delivered. But guys, make sure you open up that mystery box, the first one. There's one person that hasn't claimed the golden ticket yet, and I really, really, really want to get it out to you. And it's a big box. It's a big box. So I would love to get that out of my laser room for one, and I would love to get it into your hands because they're large kits. They're things that were too large to go in the smaller box. So check your mystery boxes for that golden ticket. It's just a sheet of paper and it says golden ticket on it. So and you need to post it on my VIP page. So what'll happen is if in the next 2 weeks, if no one posts it, then I'm going to just choose somebody randomly because I wanted to go out to somebody. So make sure you're opening yours. I don't want you to miss out. Oh, I don't want you to open it in 6 months to start doing your kits and go, oh, I got the golden ticket. It will be too late. Okay. So I'm just letting y'all know. I'm going to post that on my page too. So, I should only give you 1 more week because honestly, it's a big box. It's big. It's like big. It's the big size of the chocolate tour box that is like 6 inches deep with tons of goodness. So, check for it. Your embellished box should be here by yay. So there's 2 golden tickets in there, and they're not going to be like mega boxes. They're going to be different things though. So there's going to be a bunch of other things that we save for that. So yay. Yeah, there's 2 golden tickets on that. And I didn't see any of, so what we did was they were packaged up. The golden tickets were packaged in the boxes. They're closed. All of the boxes were sealed, and we weighed each box and then just started doing all the orders. So nobody knows who got those golden tickets. No one. You won't know till you open your box. So yeah, I didn't have anything to do with them. They were just sealed in the boxes, and then Tara randomly put shipping labels on the boxes. Yep. So we have those. We're just getting things organized. And so it's kind of just fun to get those things out to you guys. And now we're working on stuff for my spring craft shows. I have 3 craft shows is all I have. I'm going to miss my 4th craft show because I will be in Africa during that one. Sadly, I found out yesterday because I kind of suspected that it might conflict. It actually starts the day that I get home, so I would miss it. I won't be able to be there to set up. So sad for that. And I usually, when I come back from a long trip like that, when I've traveled to other time zones, it usually takes me a bit to get used to get back on schedule. I remember when I went to Africa a couple of years ago. I think it's been 2 years now. So I had jet lag for 3 or 4 weeks. Which I thought I caught something. I actually went to my doctor and she goes, no, it's not uncommon when you go all the way around the world. Plus we were so busy when we were over there. We just were super busy. Okay, so this was milk chocolate watered down. I don't want to waste that. I'm going to put the rest of that back in there. Oh, I know, Betty. I know. No, I totally understand. It's hard. It's hard, and they were gone so fast. So yeah, the mystery boxes were gone. The first time they were gone in less than an hour, the kit ones, and then these ones it was 2 hours. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was crazy. You guys are so good to me. All right. Okay, so I'm working on, first I'm going to work on the monthly kit, the regular one first, and then the Christmas monthly kit will be done by probably like the 2nd or 3rd of February, but my focus first is going to be on the monthly kit for the blocks that go in the house and the sign. So that's going to be, I started working on that last night, and then the Christmas one will be 2nd. So Christmas will always be a little bit later. Okay, guys, let's paint. Let's start with our white. We need to have a lot of white bunny stuff here to do. So let me get some white paint. Okay, so the bunny's heads are all, I have to look at my cheat sheet here to see what's painted and what isn't. Okay, so heads. And then the hands, I only have 2 hands. This one doesn't have hands. Okay, I think I can just pour some of this out onto the bunny itself. All right. I like to stand when I paint. Sometimes when I'm painting in the back room, I stand and paint. I'll have my trays up on top of the laser, like the laser's running, and I'm standing painting. I don't know why. For some reason, I just like to stand so I can see everything better. When I'm really tired, I'll be sitting down back there watching TV. I finished painting up some of my little Easter bunny ones, the ones that have the gnomes with them that I showed you guys the other day. Yeah, I got those finished. So I have all of those finished. There's 5 different ones. There's ones with the gnome in the basket, and then there's a gnome with carrots and just Easter eggs and a sign. So all of those I got done. So I'll take the final pictures, and let's see. It doesn't have a line here where that stops. So guess what, guys? Guess what? I'm gonna have to cheat and do this, because it doesn't show me where does it stop. I'm going to actually draw a line, because maybe I'll put a score line there for you guys. I didn't do that. Okay, so it's like right in there, right in here. If I just lower that. Okay, so about right like that, where the top part is going to be white and the bottom part is going to be carrot color. Okay, so let me go right up to there. I probably should put a score line there for you guys so it makes it easy. Easy peasy, right? We like that. We like easy peasy. I don't like things to be hard or difficult for you guys. Okay, I need to get a paper towel for my paint brushes. All right. So, hey guys, it is halfway through our week. How has your week been? What have you done? Anybody done anything fun? Anything exciting that I need to know about? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to get some of our color for our carrot out. I'm using Spice Pumpkin. You can use whatever color you have. There's many different orange colors. I just like Spice Pumpkin for my carrots. Okay, so this bottom part you don't have to paint because that is this here, but we're going to be careful to not paint the top part. The top part is the leaves of the carrots, and we want to do those Lighthouser green. Oh my goodness. My husband has been working so much overtime and double time, even on his birthday. It was his birthday the other day. He is a year older. I was going to share with you how old. He probably wouldn't want me to do that. Anyways, he's a year older now. And he had to work double time on his birthday. He's on a hot project. So he'll be working all weekend. I'll be home with the dogs. It's gonna be a dog's life around here again. My poor puppies, they they really miss him when he works late. They sit on the couch and they wait. Anybody else have pets that they just sit there and wait for you to get home? They're just like right on the back of the couch looking out the front door. When's dad going to be home? And then the second he's home, they want to go on their walk. And you can't even just spell it because they know how to spell. I can't just say, are we going to take them on their WALK? They start wagging their tail. They know exactly what that is. Silly dogs. So, we've been walking all 5 of the dogs that will walk. Been walking them every single day, at least once, on the weekends twice. But yeah, it's funny how they are. It's funny how pets are. They just know. They just know. Okay, so terracotta, let's just kind of do that. I'll wait for this to dry before I do the green part. Hi, Darlene Barr. How are you? Hi, Laura Anderson. We're making bunnies, if you can't tell. I'm sure you can tell. I actually am really excited about switching to Easter colors. Okay, so red spice. We're going to use red spice. I used my favorite color before used to be terracotta. It is no more. I have not seen terracotta in the stores for a long time. So it could just be that my store doesn't have as many paint colors, but I think terracotta has gone by the wayside. This is red spice. It's basically very similar to terracotta. It might be a little more deeper of a color. Yeah, like a darker color, but it's perfect. It's perfect for this. Perfect for this terracotta pot. All right, so let's do our pink flowers. We're gonna use cotton candy, and the ears are pink also. So we have all of our flowers and the nose. Nose is pink too. Yeah, I love these. I love the little bunnies. It is bunny time. So it always makes me happy to switch to bright colors. I love Christmas colors though. So good thing is we get to paint Christmas year round with all of our kits, and we'll be ready for Christmas. I'm looking forward to that. We used to paint Christmas ornaments year round. That used to be our thing when we did all of our personalized ornaments. In January, we would start doing all of our new designs, and we just had our goals of how many we would do. Sometimes we would only do a dozen of an item just to see if it actually was popular. Other times we would do 100 of an ornament. Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy back then. And we would spend months and months getting inventory ready, hoping that it would sell, taking that risk that our customers were going to love it or not. So yeah, sometimes we would have things that were not a great seller. Yeah. You can't always hit the jackpot with every design. But yeah, I used to love that. Tara did the best. She did the best designs ever. But we're looking forward to getting back to both of us painting. I will have a paint table. She'll have a paint table. I usually just paint at night because I have my bookkeeping job that keeps me very busy during the day. And then she leaves, and in the afternoon I would sit and I would paint, and I'd paint into the evening after I get all my paperwork done. Last night I painted. I got a couple of hours in here and there, so in between stuff. So, but I didn't finish my paperwork up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I worked until 2 o'clock on a project just to get it glued together because I had got things painted. So a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, so cotton candy is this color of all the flowers and the insides of the ears. I need to put some more out there. Okay, so lots of cotton candy. Okay, I think these are probably dry enough. I can go up, I can do the green part on the carrots. Yes, these are so cute. I love these. Okay, so green is my Hauser Light Green. So I actually, you know what? I think I want to do a couple of green colors. I think I actually want to add in Hauser Medium Green. I think what I'll do is for the carrots tops, I'm going to do Hauser Medium Green, and for the flowers, I'm going to do Hauser Light Green. Okay, so two different greens. So I'm going to, on the carrots, I'm just going to pour some up here. I know these are just so darn cute. I just love that. I love these carrots. I think they're so adorable. I do have a lot of projects that I am just going to paint and post the pictures. You guys know how to paint, so I don't need to show you a tutorial for everything. And it's not possible. You know what? I need to cut the end of that. Do you ever have a brush that is just jagged? Something happened to that. Looks like a mouse at the end. Not really, though. It really didn't. Okay, so I'm going to try to get right up to there. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'll use the light Hauser green for the flower leaves. So tomorrow I'll show you all the other Chocolate Tour stuff. I did get everything in. There is a lot, guys. I forgot how many new textiles and surfaces. Yeah, there's quite a few different things. So I forgot that there's matching placemats with napkins and a table runner. So they're kind of like a burlap color. That's going to be fun to do. I'll figure out some type of Eastery theme, I think, to do on that. But that's coming up tomorrow. So that's Chocolate Tour. And there's a large resin mold that is for like a flower-shaped dish. And then resin molds for like coasters that are flower-shaped. And then there's some pet ones. So I'm looking forward to showing you those. I need to do resin. I actually ordered alcohol ink so I can do colors. And I do have some glitter. I need to start doing that. I always worried about the smell. Everybody tells me the smell is not terrible. Have you guys done the Chocolate Tour resin yet? Who has done it? Somebody has, I'm sure. Okay, there's my medium Hauser green. Okay. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Okay, let's do our light Hauser green. I'm going to put some out here. I actually probably should get a small paintbrush. Oh, I have one right here because these are just a small area and I need an extra paper towel because I'm being messy today. I got it on my hands already. Okay, I have a little paintbrush to do the small leaves, which is probably always a good idea for these small things to have a small brush to get right in there. Yuppers. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my goodness, guys. You know, I went up to my cabin and I got all the plumbing taken care of. Well, the next weekend, last weekend, it majorly snowed up there. There's like people that got snowed in and they shut off the power. People that are up there staying at rentals and they had no power to cook or have heat. Yeah, I am so glad that I did not get have that experience. I am very grateful that Mother Nature cooperated. I don't mind the snow, but people in California don't know how to drive in it, and they're just really stupid about it. They think they know and they don't. I grew up in it. I know how to slide in it and be safe. And also you need snow tires, or which is like all-terrain tires. Like mine are mine work as snow tires. They don't have studs, but they are. And I have 4-wheel drive. But most people have to have chains. Yeah, not a fun thing. So I'm glad I missed all that. I am so glad. Okay, this is going to be my burlap. Okay, I was thinking I was going to do the center of my flowers deep ochre. Should I do that? Should I do the buttons that color? I'm kind of thinking I need to stick with what they did, which is kind of like is like a burlap color. I think I'm going to stick with that instead of doing. So this part, the tie, it's like a string, and then this is like part of the vine, and then these buttons, they're all going to be burlap. So I'll do that. If you don't have burlap, khaki tan is really close. You can use khaki tan. That will work for you. All right, so there's that. So designers that qualified that had got their 100 PV in early or on in the month up until the 24th, you got to order yesterday. Who placed their orders yesterday? Who got their orders for the new launch items yesterday? I saw many people say that their order had already shipped. I think that's exciting. And then the rest of you guys get to order on the 6th of February. I have my sticky note here so I don't forget the time. So there's a lot of cute spring stuff. I'm excited. I might even make some little projects for you guys. It's been a while since we've done that. There's some really adorable things that I'm thinking, oh, this would make a cute project, and I have surfaces. Yeah, so I'm thinking I might do that. Okay, what I don't have a lot of is I don't have a ton of the chalk paste singles. I know a lot of you guys have the jars, but I don't have all the chalk paste singles that are still good. Some of them have dried up. Yeah, just like the kits that when we sold the kits and I put the disclaimer, sorry, some of these kits are older. The chalk paste probably is going to be dried up. Don't complain if it is. I actually put that in there, guys. I had to put that. I had to put my disclaimer because they're still not going to read it because not everybody reads everything. I put that in there and they had to initial it before my little sale that I just had for the little kids that there is a great chance that the chalk paste singles are dried out because these are older kits. A lot of the kits were like 3 and 4 years old. They're retired. And the chalk paste singles have retired. Yeah. So, hey, Deb, my sister. Penny. Hi, good morning. First time viewer. Thanks for welcoming her, Cheryl. I didn't even see her hop on. Yay. Well, if you have any questions, Penny, just let me know. I'm going to drop the link for these in a second. You can order these over on my website. But let's dry this and let's get a second coat in there. These are over on my Shopify website. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give you the Easter section. So, because these are 2 different listings on there. And then I also have the door sign that's really cute. Can anyone tell you more about the Snoopy peanut that was in the comments? Yes. There are not any pictures we're not allowed to show anybody. So if anybody showed it, they're not allowed to. So we were told we can't show anybody any of the pictures of anything that's coming up. It was all confidential. But it is coming in February, near the end of February. So there'll be multiple transfers, stencils, basically, that are the Peanuts gang and sayings and the little characters. So I wish I could show you. I'm not going to violate policy and show you. If anybody else did, they just didn't know or they didn't realize that we were told not to share it because it's supposed to kind of be a surprise. They kind of want it to be a little bit of a surprise when it comes out. Oops, I missed the corner of that. Okay, well, I may as well do pink since I have the brush in my hand. Yeah, but they are coming near the end of February. I'll get a secure date for you. I don't have the exact date, and I don't have any pictures yet. When they release something, I will share it with you guys. I have not shared anything that we were shown because we were asked not to. So it was very specific. Kind of like when I got to see, when I was on my one of my incentive trips, they showed us the process of how they make chalk paste singles. They showed us the machinery, and it was kind of like one of those movies, you know on TV how they have how are things made. Basically, it was one of those little videos, but we weren't allowed to share it with anybody. And I had it on my camera, and they're like, "And we know if this gets out, we know who did it." So anyways, that's why you haven't seen any pictures yet, is because we are not allowed to. But they're coming. There's a lot of fun things coming, a lot of new designs, and a little here, a little there. So they'll be doing small releases. We did this larger release that just happened, and then there'll be multiple smaller releases coming in February and March. So. And probably April. This was the larger release. They only do a couple of big releases throughout the year. This was one of them that just happened. So you sure hope it won't be the 24th. Well, you know what? I probably will buy a few extras. So I think that this will be an exception, that I might buy some inventory of it, because I feel like it is going to sell quickly, and I don't know if they will restock, because they're trying to keep their inventory down. That's why there's been lots of sales. Their goal, just like me, I'm trying to keep my inventory down. Honestly, let me look at my calendar. So my calendar, it probably is going to be then, but I hope it's not, because that's when I go to Cancun. So I hope it's the week before, Cheryl, because I'll be bummed if I'm traveling that day too. That will not be fun. Anyways, yeah, I'm hoping I'll find out. I'll find out for you guys, because that is a concern. I don't want it to be on the day that we're traveling. Maybe they can change it for those people that are going on the incentive trip. There have been times when they've let people order early. I don't remember when. I think we were allowed to do that one time. Yeah, so, because I don't want to miss out. Okay, let's do white. So I did my pink. That's Cotton Candy. Now, I don't send you the colors. When you get your kit, you're just going to get the wood pieces. If you need to know colors, then please come back to the video. The video is always here for you. A lot of people, they get their kit and then they come back to the video and they paint along with it. And I can't print out sheets that say what color to use on everything. It's just not possible. At this point, we have over 400 different kits that are posted, and there's no way for me to have sheets on everything. So there are some things that I have never painted that is posted. Yeah. And there's some of the kits that you guys received in oops, getting a little crazy there, in the last mystery box that I've never painted it. They were just sitting there, and I'm like, you know what? I probably will never paint these. I'm just going to box them up. But I can point you in the right direction for colors on those things, because you'll probably go, where's the video for this? But usually you can just go in here and you can do a search. When you get to my page, there's the little microscope thing, and you can search for bunny, and all the bunny things will come up, or whatever project it is. So hope you can get some extras. I'm hoping to get some extras too. But I was talking about next month when, hi Vicky, how are you? I don't know if I said hi. The Peanut Gang. So I'm talking about the Peanut Gang transfers that are going to be coming up next month. So that collection, we only saw, they didn't show us transfers. What they did was they showed us like t-shirts and different mugs and stuff like that they had used the stencils on. So we know that they're coming up next month. It was like a teaser. It's like, this is what we're going to be doing, trying to give us a heads up on what's coming up. But we don't know. We're not allowed to share any of that. So that was on Friday. So I don't know if they actually showed it. Did they show it on Saturday, guys? You guys that were on Saturday, did they show it then? But anything that they released on Saturday, we were not allowed to share that. So I'm just really cautious because I don't like getting in trouble. I haven't been in trouble for a really long time. I don't like getting letters from compliance saying, "Hey, Darlene, we noticed that you blah, blah, blah." I haven't had anything like that for so long, and I love to keep it that way. It's never fun to go, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, or, oh, that was the mistake, I'll fix that, you know. Yeah, I try to do the right thing. Try to be really careful about those things. So, anyways, yep. Okay, that was Spice Pumpkin. And then let's do our terracotta color, which is Red Spice. You said they were going to partner with somebody else. Yes, they are partnering with someone else, and I can't remember her name. Tiffany? Is her name Tiffany? You guys, I honestly, it's funny. I don't know why Tiffany sticks in my mind, but I don't think that that's it. It is another designer. You guys, is that hilarious that Tiffany just stuck into my head, but I don't think that's the name. It's a designer that does a lot of really cute, there's farmhouse, and there's a lot of modern stuff that just adorable things. A really good designer. If somebody remembers what it is, please speak up. But Tiffany sticks in my head. Hi, Cindy Tips. How are you? Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, let me do burlap. Isn't that funny how just Tiffany stuck in my house? Saved by the Bell Star. Is that who it is? What is her name? It's not Tiffany. I'm sorry, I need to make notes. I actually was focused more. I kept practicing my speech that I had to give. So that was what I was more focused on that. It is Tiffany. Is it Tiffany? Oh, Tiffany Thiessen. Okay, so it is. Okay, that it is that. Yeah, I think you're right. Tiffany Thiessen. So that's why I'm like, Tiffany sticks in my head. It is Tiffany. So she designs stuff. Really cute designs. You're going to love it. She showed us a couple of things that she had done, and they're fantastic. They're coming. All of that's coming. So we have a lot to look forward to this spring. I love that. I love that we have new things coming, and they're things that I'm going to love. I really enjoy still doing Chalk Tour. I don't do it as much as I used to. I used to do it every single day. My true love is painting on wood. Okay, that's my true love. And I always go back to that. However, I love how easy it is to use the stencils. I really do. And there's, cute new colors of ink. Can't wait to use the new ink colors. So, yeah, you can't. Okay, oh, there it is. Okay, this is my brush for this. You can't beat how easy it is to create with stencils and the chalk paste. It really just is super easy to make a sign, one and done. I like the new farmhouse things where you can just do it black and white. You don't even have to add any color, or you could do it retro colors, add a little bit of red in there, add a little bit of teal. So yeah, I love that. Okay, let me get right up here on my carrot. Okay. Oh, you did. Cool. That's awesome. Oh, Sarah says, good morning. One more day in Vegas and home. You hit your first Royal last night. Oh, nice. How fun, Sarah. That is, so not Disney. No, we're not doing Disney. We don't have Disney. No. Not at this point. I think that it probably would be really expensive for chalk to get whatever it's not royalties they pay. What is it? Don't know what the terminology is. Anyways, to partner with them would be really expensive. Okay, there's my green. All right, so some of this I'll have to ink and some I won't. So some of it has the brown around it, so I won't have to do that. Okay, I'm going to do my other little leaves that are done with the light Hauser green. So that was medium Hauser green. This is light Hauser green. And then we are going to dry. and then it will be time to start assembling, make sure everything is the proper color, and then we'll ink everything on the edges and we can glue together. So cute, guys. So adorable. Has anybody tried red light therapy? I have. I did. You're thinking of seeing if it helps your pup. It will help. It's expensive, but it will help. I actually had the red light therapy bag at home, and it worked great. It was like a sleeping bag. Do you remember? I called it, what did I call it? Like a, oh my gosh, not a cocoon, but like a body bag. I called it a body bag. So I had the red light therapy bag that I would lay in, and it was amazing. So it was really expensive. It was like $300 or $400. My problem was that the first one stopped working. They sent me another one. The second one I used for a couple of weeks and I had issues with that. So that's the home one. That's the one that you do at home. But I've also had it when I went and I was having it for my knee, and it worked wonders on my knee. It really is good. It really is good. So let's see. What I miss? Commission. No, I think it's called something else. It is not royalty. It's, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Licensing. The licensing, I think that's what I wanted to say. To get the licensing with Disney would be really expensive. Okay, let's dry everything, guys. And then we can assemble, make sure everything's the right color. I think I need to do cheekies on my bunnies. I like to do cheeks. Yeah, licensing. That is it. That's the word. Exactly. Yep. Perfect. Thanks. You know, as we get older, we need help. I'm like, please help me. Sounds like starts with. I can't always think of everything, honestly. I try, but my brain is so full of stuff that things start falling out the other side. Honestly, it's hard sometimes. All right, well, this is going to be so adorable, but it needs to be all the way dry before I lift anything. And there's something on there. What is that? A piece of hair. I don't know. A fuzzy thing. I'm trying to get it off of there. It's getting, yep, a little piece of hair. That's so funny. It's in the air. He doesn't act like he's in pain, but he has trouble walking, especially in the morning. So you're getting something. Oh yeah, I would try it. Definitely. It really helped me a lot. My husband said after I had the second one and it actually, the wiring started on fire, the body bag, you just don't want to leave him unattended. Okay, so be there while you're using it. For me, I was inside the body bag and I could smell, and I could smell the wires burning, and he's like, you need to get out of that. So, yeah. It was one that got really, really hot. The one that I had, it was basically like a sleeping bag that was lined with the red lights, and you crawled into it, and you had it like even your head was covered, and your little face was the only thing that was poking out, and that is not, is that dry? Oh, it is. Okay. So my face was the only thing that was poking out of the little sleeping bag. Yeah. So it was kind of interesting, but it really, really made me feel good. So for me, that thing, you would sweat because it was so hot. You came out of there just feeling wonderful. And all my muscles, everything felt great. I think it really does work. Yeah, that's the one for this. Yeah, so I think it's worth it for sure. For sure. Okay, I'm just going to gently set everything where it goes, and then I will be inking the edges and all of the things that I need to do. Okay, which flower? This one goes here, and then this goes there, and then that goes in the center. Okay, that one, I think that's all that goes on that. Okay, I'm going to just set that there. And then on this one, we have these things that go onto it. So that goes there. That goes there. Oh, my cord on my heat gun sitting on the cord. I'm like, what does that smell? Oh my goodness. So yeah, I would try it. I would try it and see, because I really feel like it does work. When I had it done in the shop, I went to a store in Poway, which it's an expensive area to go to. I did that, and then I did the little shaker machine, and then I did the Himalayan salt sauna right after that. So I did like 3 things in a row. I felt fantastic, but it cost me a lot of money to do every single one. You know what? I'm going to have to touch this up, because I didn't quite get my little line there. I didn't quite get where I needed to get. So I'm going to touch that up with my orange before I finish that up. But I do want to get everything on here to make sure that I have it correct and don't have to repaint anything. Because that can happen, guys. It has happened before where I've had to go back and fix something, you know, because I'm not perfect. I will never claim that I am, because it just is simply not true. There's the nose. I need to do the cheeky still too. So cheekies, okay, that goes there. That goes there. This, and then this is a little flower up on the head. Okay, perfect. All right. So let me just move this. We need to do cheeks, and I need to fix the little part that is not all the way where it's supposed to be. Do you get for your husband too? Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's great. I actually have one that you put like on your belly for fat, and that one doesn't work as good. There's different ones. There's different ones, but I have one that is supposed to melt the fat. It doesn't melt the fat, but it does make you feel good. So if you're looking for it to have you feel better, that's great. If you're looking for it for weight loss, that's probably not going to happen. I don't think it really works good like that. At least mine didn't. Okay, let me fix this part first. Let me get my little paintbrush with some orange, and I'll fix where I need to, and then we'll do cheeks. Okay, I'm going to just move this. Yeah, this just needs to be a little more up. Like that. Perfect. Probably right there. And then we need to do cheeks. So let's remove all this stuff. We're going to have to ink all these edges anyways. We're going to remove all this stuff. We're going to do cheeks. I like to assemble it first, make sure I have everything. Okay. I'm going to do cheeks. I don't want to use the same pink. I want to use a different pink. Okay. I'm going to take all this off too. So we're basically, we put it together, then we took it apart, and we're going to do the stands first. Okay. So I will always glue those together first when it comes to gluing, but let's get our cheekies on. And I actually just found this that little dauber. So a bunch of you guys will be getting these in your little kits that were just mailed out. They're just little finger dauber things. Let me find a different pink. I like to use, oh, vintage pink is a good pink. Vintage pink is a different one. Okay, let me get a paper towel and my little thing here, my little palette dish. Okay, we're gonna do cheeks. Cheekies. Okay, I'm gonna shake it so it mixes it, stick it on here. There we go, guys. All right, so that's vintage pink. There's different pinks you can use. I just don't want to use the baby pink color, basically the cotton candy. Okay, stick your dauber in there. These are like just little finger ones. Okay, gonna kind of get most of that off. You don't want it to be like a bright color. You want it to be kind of more subtle. Okay, so I'm trying to get off as much as I can, and then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of go in a circle like that and get his little cheeky. I just kind of turn it like in a circle, and cheekies. All right, that one kind of moved on me. It's okay. Don't sweat the small stuff, guys. And if you want to add white highlights, I'll probably add highlights on the cheeks and on the eyeballs. I need to do my whiskers, so I'll get out a pen to do that. Thank you. I love them. Okay, let me dry that really quick because I need to do the whiskers. And then we'll start inking everything. Okay, so there's scoring there. You know exactly where to do your whiskers. And let me show you so you can see that. So the scoring is there. Can you see it? Maybe if I turn it. It's hard to see. No, you can't even see like that. Anyways, okay, I'm going to use my Identa pens. I just ordered a bunch more from Amazon. Amazon is where I get these from now. I used to buy them from another company that I had to buy like 48 at a time. I can buy them from Amazon and I can buy like 5 at a time or 2 at a time. They have a fat end. They have a extra fine point and a fine point. So basically one's fat and one's a skinny. So I use them for eyelashes, for whiskers, for smiles, to do words if I need to. And that wasn't quite dry. I was like, I felt that. I felt that. Okay. So there's my whiskers. Perfect. Okay. So let me get my ink pad. We're going to start inking everything. All right. Okay. So I use this ink pad. This is from Memento Luxe. Okay. And that's the name on here. And then Espresso Truffle. I get this from Amazon. Let me see if I have my inker to put more. Do I have that here? You can actually add more ink. When your ink pad starts to not work as well, you can buy the little re-inker things. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit to it because I feel like the last couple of times I've used it, it's not as dark. So I'm just kind of gently squeezing it and kind of like pushing it down into the ink pad so it's not sitting on the top of it. Okay, so I've re-inked that, so my ink should be good. If there's an area you can't get to, grab a Q-tip. Those little pointy Q-tips are great. I get the little makeup ones. You can get those at the drugstore, at CVS. I get them online. They're just these little pointy ones. Okay, little pointy Q-tips. Okay, so then I'm going to take my ink pad and I'm going to start inking the edges and any areas that I can't really get to easily. I'm going to use my Q-tips to get in there because I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. Also, the Q-tip is great. If you have an oopsie, then you can just dip that Q-tip in water. This is water-based, this ink. So if you make a mistake and you're like, oh my gosh, that's way too much, or I put it in an area I didn't want it, just dip the end of the Q-tip in water, and then you can wipe it and you can get it off easily. Another way is to get a Clorox wipe. It's hard to get in these areas, so I'm just kind of roughly doing it. I'm actually putting a lot more than I meant to right there because I just inked it. When you've just barely inked your ink pad, when you've added the ink to it, you're going to get a lot more ink on there. And these have some tricky angles on it. So use your Q-tips for those areas instead of doing what I'm doing. I'm going to end up using my Q-tip for those areas just to get it in there. Okay, I'm just kind of going around. And then I'm going to follow up with the Q-tips. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so what I do, I just take my Q-tip and I basically paint with it. I dip it onto my ink pad, and then I'm going to just basically paint with it. There are other little things that you can use that they have for doing ink. They're like a little stencil brush type thing. I do use those in my room, in the other room. I should share that with you one of these days. They're just kind of like a little stencil brush. So I'm just going to kind of paint this. It's basically like shading. If you are a Toll Painter. This is in lieu of getting your brush out and shading everything. So, and it's all just in the brown. I just like to do it. It just kind of gives it some dimension. It's just it's my style. Love to add this. I've been using the ink pad since I used to do scrapbooking. And then we added it to the wood. Instead of me grabbing a paintbrush and shading with the paintbrush, this is so much easier. So just getting those areas that were difficult. Just turn your project when you need to, upside down, to the side, whatever you need to do to get into all those little areas. All right. There's that. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, so I'm doing the hardest parts first. I think the bunnies are the hardest on this. It has a lot of angles. So if you have a lot of angles, you're going to be using that Q-tip a lot. So don't stress over it. Just dab it onto your ink pad, and you're just painting with it. What color of ink pad? This ink pad is Espresso Truffle. Let me see if I can give you the link. Sometimes they're sold out. It's from Amazon. It's Espresso Truffle. And let me see if I can give you the link for that, and I'll give you the link for these little guys. So I just basically go around the edges. Let me just go right here. So you're just putting on you're shading the edges, just giving it some dimension. The Q-tips work great. If you mess up, like I said, you can just take a wet Q-tip or a Clorox wipe and wipe it right off. It's water-based. So, okay, so that's it. Let me get you that link. So to make it easy for you to just grab that. Sometimes they're sold out. The white ones are the worst. The white ones are sold out all the time. Let me just come over here. Oops. Orders. My orders. Okay, ink. I can grab that for you. Make it easy for you. I get like a couple of pennies when anybody orders. I mean, it literally is just pennies. So let me go to it and make sure it's the right color. Perfect. It's $12.67. And let me find my link to copy and share. Okay, there's that. It does have an affiliates link. So it's usually like maybe 12 cents I get for each person that purchases. It doesn't add up quickly, but it does give me a couple of bucks each month. Okay, there's the link for that. Okay, so that's the link for that. So you have always shaded or dry brush. Yes, and this is easier, and it's just kind of random, makes it look kind of older. Okay, there's that. Perfect. Let me give you the link for purchasing this kit. If you want to purchase the kit, let me give you that link. I'm going to give you the link to the Easter section is what I'm going to do. So let me get to the collection, to the Easter collection. Come on, you can do it. Easter, where are you? So Easter, okay. And then I'm going to share that whole collection with you. And that way you will have it if you want to order this. And I did paste this over there. Okay, perfect. There you go. Okay, now I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to shade. I don't really need to do much on these. I'm just going to barely touch the edges on these because it's already brown, but I'm just going to add just a tiny, tiny bit here and there. And then going to dump all that off. So this is for the big one. So this is the large. So there's different sizes. When I do these standards or the gnomes, I will usually do a small and a large because it just makes sense for me that not everybody wants the large one. Not everybody has room for it. They might want the smaller. So, oh, thanks, Carol. Are you catching up? Do you have jet lag from your vacation? I bet you had the bestest time. Okay, so Chocateur people, designers, or people that are thinking about switching from being a Perks member to a designer, our next incentive trip is going to be a cruise. And part of that is going to, I think Jamaica is one of the ports, and Bahamas. So it's a Caribbean one. So if you're thinking about becoming a designer, or you are a designer, we start the earning process, earning time period. There you go. Darlene, where's your words? Earning time period for that is, I got the hiccups now, starts February 1st. So that is the next incentive trip. I will be going on the Cancun incentive trip that I earned. I leave on the 24th of February, and I'm gone until March 1st. So that's coming up. I immediately after coming back, I get back on a let me think. What day did I get back on? I think that is on a Saturday. The next week I have my craft show. So that's why I'm trying to get things done. I'm trying to get lots of Easter stuff done to make sure I have product ready for my craft shows. So I create stuff, I price it, and I put it into my bins and get it ready for my craft show. So I know what I have. I want to have a decent amount of new stuff. I do have some carryover from last spring that I can take, but not a lot. I sold most of my stuff at my show or after that on some sales. So yeah, kind of exciting, the new things. You've been binge watching me. Oh, nice. Hi, Billy. How are you? Good morning. Thank you. I love all the projects. I am having so much fun. So I have some other bunnies and chicks coming up that are just adorable. And then all of the new Chocolate Tour stuff. I'm like, this is perfect for my booth. I love it all. I just need more time. Don't we all? Don't we all just need to have more time? I hear my trash guy out there. We went through so much in our room last week. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a Q-tip on this one too. So we went through stuff. We saved all the good stuff, and we did the mystery boxes. The stuff that needed to be thrown away, it went finally. I parted with so much stuff. We had 2 full trash cans full of stuff that just was, stuff that, you save stuff and you're like, someday I'll use this. And then you're like, you know what? This really isn't worth saving at all. The good stuff went into the mystery boxes. The stuff that I felt wasn't worthy, it went into trash cans, and we had 2 full, and they just picked it up. And it feels, it feels so good, guys. Feels so good to purge yourself of that, to get stuff out. Spring cleaning is one of my favorite things to do, to get organized again, to start anew. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do, because I don't ever have a problem letting go. I don't ever have a problem. When I create something, I don't have to keep it. I usually sell it. I don't keep most of my stuff. I make it. I love it to go to somebody else's house and make them happy. I've been doing this a very long time, and there's very few things that I have ever kept that I've created. I make it for other people, for them to enjoy. Okay, I think I got it. I think we got everything inked. If I missed anything, I'll stop and I'll get that done. Okay, lots of Q-tips left over. Identapen. The name of the brand of the marker, Identapen. Let me find that for you. I can easily find that for you also. So and I might need water. Identapen. So it's IDENTI pen. Let me get that though, because I just ordered them, and they should be like right at the top of my orders. So let me find that for you. Yep, perfect. So you can buy them in different quantities. I bought the 5-pack this last time. This one is the 2-pack, and it's $5.88. Okay, so let me give you that link. And I get another couple of pennies for that if you order. I just always like to disclose that this is an associate's link. I do get a couple of pennies. It doesn't add up to much. It's like every couple of months I'll get $10, because they don't send out payment until it's $10. Okay, so there's that. There's the Identapen. So you have that also. Let's get gluing together. I like to use this is my favorite glue. I used to always use Aleene's forever. but it doesn't dry quickly when I'm doing a demo. If I'm doing regular projects in my back room, I'll use Aleene's glue if I don't need glue right away to dry right away. But this I want to dry quickly, and I want it to be clear. I use the Art Glitter Designer adhesive. Use whatever works for you. You don't have to switch glues just because I use this. I like it because I can make my project with you guys, and I can still move things around for a few minutes. And then before I'm all the way done, it is already set up. Okay, so it will dry sturdy enough that pieces aren't going to move. I used to have issues with, I would make something and then I would hold it up to show you and my pieces would start moving around. Okay, get that all lined up. Make sure that the hole goes all the way through. This is your stand that these are going to go into. Okay, so those are going to go into that. Make sure it's completely lined up. Sometimes you have to flip it around. And then let's start gluing together our little guy. So let's do this one first, our little flower pot. And sometimes I need to get a sponge out. Let me see which one's the eyes. And I'll probably do a white highlight in his eyes once I get them on there. I just wanted to make sure I got everything on there. And sometimes I'll just put the glue right onto the project. If it's easier to do it that way, do it that way. Whatever works best for you, like on his nose. I'm assuming it's a boy. It might be a girl. Might be a girl. Him or her, whatever it is. Okay, which ones? Okay, so here's the inside of this ear, and then there's that one. I think that's the right one. Did I get the right ones? Let me double check. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so those are my ears. Okay. And then here's this part. This part goes like this. So it overlaps. Those carrots go around his face like that. Press that down. I kind of just wiggle it usually to make it kind of seat. And then here's this part. Make sure you turn it the correct way, however it goes on there. That's going to go like that. Kind of wiggle it for a second, get it into place. Okay, I am going to grab a little thing and a sponge, a little thing to put some glue in. Okay, my sponge, I used this last time. This part's hard. I'm just going to cut that off so that these are just the little makeup sponges. Okay, cutting off the tip part that was hard from the glue before. My glue is slipping down there. Don't lay your glue down. Okay, so this is thin. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your sponge and you're just going to dab the glue on there. Okay, because you really can't use the tip of your glue bottle to do that because it go all over the place. And then this just goes right down here. Let me look at my picture. It goes right in here. Don't put it so low that it goes down to the bottom because that's going into the slot of this. Okay, so put that down. And then the small flower, it's going to go right over here. I'm looking at my picture. So, oops. And it keeps, sometimes it keeps coming out. Do you guys have that issue with it just keeps on coming out? Okay, I'm just going to dab that on there. All right. So this is just going to go like this. Okay, just like that right there. And then this other flower is going to go right on top. And then in the center is going to be one of the buttons. So you want it so that it's turned. And then make sure that nose stays lined up. We're going to do white highlights. We'll do white highlights in the eyes. We don't need to do them in the cheeks. See, they're covered with the carrot part. So let's just put glue right there in the center of that. Okay, so that's done with the exception of we're going to put white highlight in the eyes and on the nose. Okay, so setting that to the side. And then we're going to do this little one. Okay, so the first thing I think I need to do is glue on all of these guys to make sure those are in the correct place and that I don't need to change anything. Okay, so those are going to be on there. So I'm going to use the sponge for that glue because it's going to be hard to get the glue from the end of this on there. So let's do this one first. I'll stand back up. My back is hurting from I've been lifting so much stuff in our back room, moving stuff around. Oh my gosh, guys. And we're making the cutest little cutting boards that are for Easter, and I've been engraving them. They say things like here's a snack for you, Easter bunny, and here's a carrot, all this, kind of like the Santa ones where you leave Santa a cookie and a cup of milk and carrots for his reindeer. Well, this is for the Easter bunny. So I was lifting all of those heavy cutting boards, getting all of that stuff done, and they're turning out so cute. Tara got all the bows on them. I did 10 to start with for my craft show, but they're so cute. And then we're going to do the bunny bait. Remember when we did the reindeer food? We're going to do bunny bait. Those are going to be cute. Okay. All right. So next. So I'm just kind of tapping here and there. You don't have to have glue all the way around. You just need to have glue here and there in strategic places so that it will stay. Okay. It doesn't have to be everywhere. And you do want to put it on there fairly quickly because it will start to set up. Okay. I think that's probably good. And then make sure you line it up so you're not getting your glue all over the place. It does dry clear, but it still will show a little bit. Okay, just press it down. Okay, all right, so now we need to start gluing on all these other pieces. We can do his eyes and his nose, his ears. We'll put some glue there for the ears, that, and for the mouth, and here's for hands. Okay, so here's the hands. Here's the nose. I'm like, is there an up or down? There actually is. Okay, and then ears. There's a left or a right. Just look at the shape of them. Here's a left and a right. Okay, and then the flowers. So I have to refer back to my picture on how the flowers go. One of them goes right up at the top right here. It is just like a little flower for here, and then we'll put some glue in the center for the tiny button. Okay, and then the other flower goes in here, the larger one goes in here like this. Okay, so I'll try to strategically put the glue where it's going to go onto the area that it's going to touch. But don't put it too low because these are your tabs where it goes into this slot. You don't want this hanging down too low. Okay, then you're going to take the center part and that's going to go you just turn it so that it's not straight on. You want it to be like offset. There we go. And then the last flower is going to go over here like this, right in this area. This is turning out so cute, guys. I'm so excited. I love it. And there's a little bit of cleanup on the glue. I'll grab a Q-tip. Q-tips are great for that. The offset, and then the center. Okay, I need to do the white in the eyeballs and the white on the nose. I'll do that. And then I'll clean up. There's a little bit of cleanup on aisle 3 with that glue. Okay, I'm going to close that. We will use some glue on here and we'll use hot glue. Okay, so let me grab a Q-tip. Here's one right here. And there's a little bit of glue right in there. I'm just going to run that along there. Anywhere else? I don't think there's anywhere else. Okay, let me get my paint. I need a new palette dish. Let's just use this. Okay, I'm going to grab white. And I'm going to grab a stylus. And that's what I'm going to use. And then we'll dry it with our heat gun. So I just need a tiny bit. And then I need a stylus. So you're going to use the end of it. Stylus is these things like this. You can get them at Dollar Tree. They just have a kind of like a rounded end. And I will do a dot in the eye one. I'm kind of drawing that one because it needs to be a little bit bigger. And then on the nose, here's what I want to do on the nose. I want to do like a swoosh. So I dip my thing twice, and then I'm going to do dot, dot, dot. Okay. So can you see it? And on this one, the cheeks actually do show. So I'm gonna do a little highlight. I usually do it at the top of the cheeks. Right there. Okay, perfect. And then over here, I'm gonna do in the eyes. I always do it on one side, like it's on the left side or on the right side. I don't do like in the center. And then I'm going to do the swish on the nose. And that's all that I'm going to do. I'm not going to do any other white. A lot of people will do a lot more, but that's all I'm going to do. Okay, now let's just dry that. And then we can put it in the stand and we're done, guys. What do you think? I think they're adorable. I think they're so cute. But let's dry that. Let's get it dry, because I'll mess it up. Now just move your heat gun back and forth. You don't want it just in one place. You don't want it to bubble up. It does take a moment for those eyes to dry all the way through, but you can kind of see it changing color as it dries. So I'm just kind of going back and forth. It'll be dry here in a second. If it has to dry on its own, it takes about an hour to dry all the way through on eyeballs like that. Okay, I think we're good. All right, and it kind of raised up a little bit. I'm just gonna push them down. Okay, time to put on our stands. We have 2, and I have my hot glue gun plugged in. Okay, so notice that this stand has an extra slot this way. It's because like it has more room over here, I should say. That goes over here under the carrot part. And then this is basically centered. Okay, so you're gonna take your glue and put a little bit right here on this little notch. And then this is going to go down into the slot. A lot of times I'll try it out, make sure it works. Once in a blue moon, you will need to sand it because it might be like too wide. There's times when that happens. And then this one, it doesn't go all the way across because I wanted it to be a different shape at the bottom. That's just going to fit into this slot. Okay, so, and then we're going to hot glue on the back. I like to make it secure on the back. Okay, so that's going to go just like that. That's your little stand. And then I'm gonna take my hot glue and I'm going to hot glue on the back to make it sturdy. Okay, I have another glue stick with me. So here's what I do. Oh, see, it wasn't all the way on. It was not all the way set up. Okay, hang on. Hang tight. All right, let's try that again. See, sometimes it hasn't set up all the way. Maybe I should put a little bit of hot glue in there. Let me do that. Let me just put a little bit of hot glue and then I will put the regular glue. There's times when we do that. And there's my regular glue right here. Okay. Okay, let me, sorry guys. Let me put that back on and the hot glue will hold it right away. Okay, just holding it in place. There we go. Perfect. Let me get this mess cleaned up here. I am messy. Let me grab water. My mouth is so dry today. Probably our heater's been on. Aren't these just the sweetest? It is not too early to start doing Easter stuff. If you're a crafter, you know that. Okay, I'm going to run a bead of glue back here. It helps support it. I do this also so my stands don't come detached at my craft show. If you want to have your stands where you can take them off and lay your project flat when you pack it, that's fine. Don't glue it on like that. But I like to have mine glued because there is not a chance that this is going to become detached. Okay, and then make sure it's standing up straight because it's going to set up really quickly. There's times when I have to sit and hold it for a second till it starts to cool. Okay, I think we're good. All right, now let's do this one. Okay, so I'm just running it on the back side. Nobody's going to see that, and they aren't going to care if they do see it, okay? Your customers do not care that that's there. You might say, I don't want that there. Then don't put it. But for me, for my craft shows, I like to make sure it's sturdy and that my customers are going to get to the checkout because we have central checkout. They're going to get to the checkout and everything's going to be all in one piece. Okay, unplugging my glue gun because you know how I am. And then let me put you up to myself and you can see how adorable these are. And I'll show you that. So this one is the small one. So, okay, so this is the small. This is the small size. There's one that's larger than that. That's about like a couple inches taller. This is the large. There's one that's smaller. So I did a small size and I did a large size. So when you go to order, just keep that in mind on size, on what I did. This has a lot of pieces. Like it has all the layers on the front. Which one's your favorite? I think they're both adorable. Let me give you a closer look. You don't want to see me. You want to see these cutie pies. I love them both. I think they're perfect. Now I just need a dozen of each, right? For my craft show. Just need a dozen of each. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Okay, I'm going to go. It is time for me to go and get cleaned up and get ready to start my day. It is after 8 o'clock. Oops, don't want to go out that far. Hello. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm probably making you sick. Okay, I'm just gonna lean down like this with my little buns. I love my bunnies. They are so adorable. This is a fun time of year for me. I really love spring and Easter and all of this stuff. I don't do a ton of Valentine's because for me, I don't have craft shows before Valentine's. I do have one craft show before St. Patrick's Day, so I do a few things. I don't have like a whole big selection. I don't do 6 of each item for my craft shows because I feel like I don't need 6 of each thing. But of my Easter stuff, I'll do 6 or sometimes I do 12, depending on if I really love it. I have a lot of cute little single bunnies that are going to stand, that are going to be small, and some chicks coming up. Lots more fun stuff. So keep coming back. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for sprinkling the video. I do give out Happy Mail every week. I send it out to several people. I was trying to do it every day. It's just not possible. I really try my hardest, but guys, I make sure I get out several each week. And sometimes it's just something extra that's thrown in with your order. Sometimes it's something that comes by itself. So make sure you're looking for that in your mailbox. All right, guys, any questions? You can't pick your favorite. I like them both. I love the one in the terracotta pot too. I think that's super cute. So I do have I have a door sign that's basically like this, but large, but big, a door sign. So I'll be painting that up for you to see. I think I'm going to paint the pot a different color though, because it can be any color. It doesn't have to be terracotta, right? You can paint it a spring color. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to go. Have a wonderful day, wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys so much.